including Peace Lily, Pothos, Spider Plants, Wandering Jew, and many more. They're all 20% off. All Woodstock wind chimes, an Ocala favorite, they're 30% off this week at Bob Wine's. Come on out. They're open till 4 Monday through Friday and until 3 on Saturday. It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Thank you, Bob. Let's take a quick look at the weather. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. 73 degrees right now, 92 degrees the expected high. There's a tiny chance of rain, a 16% chance we'll see rain this afternoon. Tomorrow, the same exact forecast with the exception of that rain, only a 3% chance of rain for tomorrow. Saturday's the same as tomorrow. Sunday's the same as Saturday. And no mention of rain, any real rain, until next Thursday, and that's only a 40%. So a lot of the storms that are out there, including Karen, are being watched. Karen is specifically being mentioned because it's making a U-turn. It's doing a little hairpin turn or whatever. And so once it makes that turn, it does look like it might be coming our way. But so far, we're not being warned about anything regarding Karen. And plus, they're saying it's weakening. So it's weakening and it's coming our way. So maybe it'll bring us some rain. Hopefully that's all it brings. I guess we do need some rain.
We do.
My apple tree is looking like it's thirsty.
Uh-oh. Aren't you watering it?
I forgot this morning. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Let's see how his apple tree is going. Oh, his wife and his mom. Oh, they're in a nice place. Did you see the pictures on my Facebook?
No, I haven't seen them.
Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
We're living vicariously through the ladies in your life. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, apparently people on Facebook are, yeah.
Yeah. Well, she shows these beautiful pictures. I mean, the water just looks unbelievably nice. I don't know. I've never been to the Caribbean, but I've been to, you've been to the Caribbean, but this water I don't know what it is about the color of the water makes it look inviting. It's like a turquoise color.
Yeah, I did talk to my wife yesterday. She's starting to miss me. She told me she needed to hear my voice, which made me kind of happy.
That's good.
And I said, because she's in Santorini and that's where she's wanted to be and go for, as long as she can remember. And I said, so where does it rank in beauty? And she said, she said it's definitely in her top 3. She said, but the difference is we've been almost everywhere in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is more lush. She said that Greece is, there's no trees, there's no forest, there's no real greenery except what's planted. So I thought that was interesting. She said the architecture, though, is incredible. Everything's painted white and blue, and it's just she said it's just spectacular. And the pictures say it's spectacular.
And everything is a 1-story or a 2-story building, is that right?
I don't know if that's true. I think there's several. I think the place they're staying at has multiple levels, and in the pictures I see, there's multiple levels.
Oh, okay.
But it's hard to tell because they're on a rock face, right? So they go along the rock or the landscape. So I think there's multiple levels there.
I think all the pictures and all the people who are seeing those pictures are selling people on the idea of going to Greece. I think that happens with a lot of things. Like if somebody on Facebook is saying, "Oh my gosh, I got this great crab on a hamburger."
From Brooklyn's backyard.
And all of a sudden everybody's going to Brooklyn's backyard to buy a crab on a hamburger.
That's right. Exactly.
We shared that one with you, didn't we?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Oh, we didn't share that one with you?
No.
Well, anyway, I don't want to veer from the story. I'll tell you that after you tell the rest of the Greece story. So one of the things that your wife posted was like an ancient site, a 3,000-year-old site. Do you know what that is?
Well, there's been several. The whole country is pretty old. And there's been several things that she was going to a ruins this morning that was dated back to like 100 BC or something like that. So the whole country is just so old, and that history. It's the She was going to a site that was buried by a volcano in 1450 BC.
Wow.
You know, and you know, those of us that live in this modern world that, you know, we've only been around for, you know, 1492, right? So it's hard for us to imagine that there's anything left from a building that's that old or remains or anything. So it's kind of incredible.
Somebody told me, I can't remember where I heard this, that there's a tree. Not that tree. I mean, an old tree is an old tree. You just can't. You're looking at it as an old tree. But there's a tree that grows where Jesus walked. That was there when Jesus walked. Have you ever heard that before? That there's an old tree.
Yeah, I think it's in Jerusalem. Yeah, but and that doesn't surprise me, because one of the things my wife did tell me is that they have olive trees that go back thousands of years. And the way you have to grow an olive tree is you have to graft it. And I didn't know that either. I thought you could plant it from a seed, but they no longer produce fruit, but they are considered, you know, an archaeological, historical landmark, and so they're protected.
Oh, really?
But just imagine a tree that's thousands of years old. I think that's fascinating.
There's a tree called the Senator in St. Augustine. Are you familiar with that tree?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and I was looking at it, and it's an oak, or whatever. What do you call the oaks around here?
Great oaks?
I don't know. But anyway, there's
live oak.
A live oak. There's one by Checkers on Silver Springs Boulevard that I think is as big as the one they call the Senator.
Yeah, it's huge.
So I think we need to name our tree.
Okay.
We need to have a name on it.
Oh, okay.
You know why? You know why they call it the Senator? According to the guy on the tram thing we took.
Yeah, the tour guide.
You know why they call it the Senator, Galen?
No, why?
Because it's old and it sits there and does nothing.
Yeah, that was funny.
That sounds about right.
That's funny, isn't that funny?
I mean,
It's
you
the
know,
truth.
that tree has, you know, like, because I went to Flagler, you know, you hear about all these old stories, and they have pictures of that from the 1800s. So I've always thought that was pretty fascinating.
Have you ever visited where Flagler is buried?
You know, I mean, whether it's 600 years old is another story, but I find it fascinating.
Oh, you don't believe it's 600 years old? It could be.
No, I mean, it could be. Why couldn't it be?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know how they can tell other than the rings, and you'd have to kill it to do that. To count the rings.
Right. That seems a little. Yeah, the whole ring thing is fascinating to me too.
So, did you ever see where the guy's buried or interred, whatever you call it?
Interred.
The guy Flagler. Have you ever seen his?
Well, he's interned in West Palm Beach, I think.
No. He's right there in St. Augustine. He's got a tomb in a church.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't actually where he was. I thought it was just his church, but
no,
I've been there.
You can see it. You go inside this thing.
Go in there. It's creepy.
Outstanding.
Robin says outstanding. I say creepy. This is a dead guy in that box, is what I say.
Plus his daughter and her baby and his wife.
Right.
There are 4 people interred there. You can see them.
I knew part of his family, and again, it could be. It could be. I know he's at St. Augustine's, so.
Are you interested in seeing that kind of stuff? Like, would you be interested in seeing the Downton Abbey house?
No.
Do you like that movie? That series?
Yeah. Are you a fan of that show? No.
Oh.
All they do is talk.
It is very much a dialogue driven.
We've had these conversations. I think people, in these movies talk too much. Don't do anything.
But they are selling tours now of the actual building that they use in the movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. What's it called again?
It's a massively popular show.
Highclere
Castle is what it's actually called. Yeah. So you can go there for Valentine's Day with your wife if you want. It's only 150 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not doing
150 pounds.
Not doing that. Did you, it's like people go to the bars where Cheers was at. I mean...
Oh, that would be fun.
And Downtown Abbey's bigger than Cheers.
Well, I've never done that. That's kind of a good idea. You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to go to the town in Georgia where fried green tomatoes was made. I don't know why. I just always.
Oh yeah, is that Veronica? I've been there.
I can't remember
the name of it.
It's not that far of a drive.
South Georgia.
Yeah.
No. It's outside of Atlanta.
Okay.
It'll come to me.
It just seems like something I like to. So that is kind of our topic. It's your wife and your mom are on a bucket list.
It's Juliet.
There
you go.
That sounds right. Yeah. So your wife and your mom are on a bucket list kind of a trip, and I have a bucket list of people who are 45 years old and older. Bucket lists are different for the older folks than they are for the younger folks.
Is your sister with them, Galen?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
so
right.
four ladies. All four ladies are there.
I'm leaving them out. Yeah. Are any of them single? Your mom
No.
is.
Yeah, your mom.
I don't know. Who knows? I see a lot of pictures of my mom. My mom is single, but I see a lot of pictures of people kissing each other on there. Doing the Greek kiss. So, that's when my wife texts me. She's like, "Man, we are kissing a lot of men." I'm like, "Okay." Fantastic. That's what you want to hear when you haven't seen your wife in like 12 days.
That's right.
That's funny. So I do have the bucket list items, and you can just pick and choose. I'll tell you what other people have said. Tell me if you'd like to do it or not. And I need to tell you about the crab on the hamburger. But first, how is the blood supply?
We're in emergency need of platelets. Our platelets, our usage is just it's skyrocketing, and bottom line is we need more people to get out there and give life, donate blood, and especially platelets. So please, just give platelets. Call us at 622-3544 and donate platelets today.
And we want to make sure we thank the two sponsors that make that announcement possible. Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitative Center. Remember these two words, skilled nursing. They are a skilled nursing facility, and you will be better off with your loved one will be better off, or yourself, if you are going to a skilled nursing facility. Palm Garden is our pick. If you go there and take a tour, you'll see why we picked Palm Garden. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Ask questions, show up unannounced, go on a day of an event, or go on a day when there's no event maybe, and then ask them when's the next event and go back for that. And then you'll have kind of two sides of their story. Mm-hmm. One on a normal day and one on a day when they're kind of showcasing everything. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street, just to mention it again. And Penn Flooring is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Penn Flooring put the flooring in at WOCA. It is as great as it was the first day they put it in. Durable, looks sharp, and stays clean. So go to see what kind of flooring you might be able to put in your home or office to make those places more beautiful from the floor up. Mm-hmm. Penn Flooring, 1201 Southwest 17th Street. All right, so before I tell you the top things that people 45 and older are having on their bucket list, I got to tell you the crab. I can't believe I didn't tell you this already. The crab on the hamburger story, okay? So it was Robin's birthday. Her brother, her daughter, and her mother and I went to Brooklyn Backyard. Everybody's picking their food. I don't steer too far out of the middle of the road, Mm-hmm. So I see Krabby Burger. I said, well, that's a cute name. I'll get that. Okay? So they deliver my food to me, and I see stuff sticking out from under the bun, and I lift the bun, and it's an entire crab, a full animal. Okay?
Yeah. Showing off.
So I take it off and sit it on the little plate that was given to me for those garlic knot things. Okay? Now, nobody notices me doing this, and then later on, Robin's brother says, is that a crab? And I said, yes, it is. He says, are you going to eat it? And I said, no, I'm not going to eat it. So then all of a sudden there's attention drawn to this crab. When I mentioned it on Facebook, I'm telling you, half of the people called me a wimp for not eating it. The other half agreed with me. I would never eat that.
That's right. Exactly.
I had this conversation with my sister-in-law, who would eat it, by the way, so I was a wimp in her eyes. And I tried to, she says, well, you eat hamburger, right? Right. You eat chicken, right? Right. Right. You eat fish? Of course I do, with tartar sauce.
Only with tartar sauce. Yeah.
But I don't eat the whole animal. I don't eat the lungs and the breasts and all the pieces.
Well, you eat the breast. You eat the breast.
Not enough crab, I don't. So anyway,
I don't have any.
that's what she said. She argued with me. She said, didn't they took them all out? I said, I didn't see any incisions. So anyway, that's it.
So why would you order? Why would you order a Krabby Burger?
All right.
If you didn't want crab.
You are not old enough to remember the Wimpy Burger, right?
From
Of course I
Popeye.
am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
From Popeye.
Okay. Well, I used to like ordering the Wimpy Burger, and Wimpy wasn't on it.
Yeah.
I figured the Krabby
Right, but it
Burger...
was, you knew it was a burger.
But I didn't know there would be a crab on it. I thought it was just a clever name.
Yeah, because it had cheese oozing out of the side.
Right, it's just you're going to be crabby when you're eating it because you're going to complain.
Why? Yeah, but you didn't read the description of the burger, of the Krabby Burger?
In my defense, it was not on the menu. It was on the blackboard, and it said today's special in chalk.
Yes.
Krabby Burger.
That's right.
That's all it said.
So you didn't ask about it. You just ordered it.
I mean, come on,
Yeah.
a hamburger.
That's right. A hamburger.
No. I wouldn't have assumed that.
See,
But two, I would have enjoyed that Krabby Burger.
I bet you would. See, I knew you'd be on that side of the line. I knew you would be on the side that considered me wimpy for not eating it.
So what did you do? You just ate the fries?
No, I ate the burger.
Took the crab off the
There was a
hamburger.
burger. There was a crab on a burger.
Oh, they put the crab on top. Oh, that would be very good.
On
Oh
the
my
hamburger
God.
with the bun. I mean, and the legs were sticking out of the side.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. Yeah.
Brooklyn's backyard. That's
Yeah.
All
what
right,
you can get.
let me ask you something. How long before it reached the table was the thing swimming in water? It doesn't look like it was out of the water long.
That's good.
It looks
Isn't
like
that a good thing?
somebody in the back room pulled it out of a fish tank, dropped it in some hot oil, and that was it.
Man, that's
You're
perfect.
kidding me. You're not.
We got to go with you, Galen, to Brooklyn's backyard.
I mean,
We want you.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Even
I don't know. I mean, you want seafood to be fresh.
even tartar
want
sauce.
seafood
Listen,
fresh.
even tartar sauce wouldn't have changed my mind.
No.
But you're not a big shrimp or scallop guy or
Correct.
oysters or...
Well, because a shrimp is
I mean,
another whole animal, just so you know. A shrimp is another whole animal. I don't want a whole animal.
But that's weird because you eat burgers
But it's a piece.
and hot dogs.
It's not the whole animal. There's not a whole animal on my
No,
plate.
no, there's not a whole
Do
pig.
you like
on the-
pork?
I don't eat it much, but yeah, I've eaten it, yeah. But
But, so what you're saying is you don't want to eat the
I love-
whole animal at one time.
I love this argument.
No, I'm just asking, like a rotisserie chicken is out.
Yeah, the whole chicken is not there, though. There's no head.
Yeah, no beak, no feet.
Right, no feet.
None of that
So when
stuff.
you're getting the shrimp, it's if you get like pick and peel shrimp, there's no head.
Yeah, it's got a shell on it. You gotta bite that shell. When I look at a
I'm
shrimp,
just trying to.
When I
I'm
look
just
at
trying
it-
to understand. Hey, we all have our thing, Larry, and I'm not judging. I'm just trying to understand.
all right, well, here, this is a way to understand. A, I grew up in New York, and I didn't remember any crabs on plates. They might be there. I just
There
don't
are
know.
lots of. Well, by the way, you grew up in probably the greatest city in the world to eat everything. So.
Well,
that's
I
not
didn't.
an excuse.
All right. You corrected
Okay, you
me.
can just say my family.
I stand
did.
corrected.
Doesn't mean
Right, I
Yeah.
did not eat. Yeah, okay, it's probably. But it's an animal, and it's a complete animal.
Yeah, that part. Okay, it's just your thing. I understand. I'm okay.
I mean, I just can't imagine. Same thing goes like at the Hilton when I was sketching over there. They had a whole fish laying there with its mouth and its eyes and everything, and people were cutting into it.
Yeah.
They had a whole pig,
Of course.
mouth, everything was there.
Yeah.
People cutting into its side. I'm thinking, oh my gosh.
No, I couldn't handle that.
Oh my gosh.
Really? That is odd.
Why is that odd?
What about like Thanksgiving, right? Where they bring the turkey out there.
Right.
Is that bad?
There's no head.
There's no head and feet.
So it's not the whole animal; it's just the head.
You might be onto something.
If it's looking at you, I don't
Now,
want
be honest with you, but in the crab's case, that's all it has is a head.
Yeah.
It's just one head and 6 legs.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Oh, man.
One big head.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyway, maybe I'll be a vegetarian one day. I'm 64 years old. I'm going to be a vegetarian.
Maybe, but then
one
you
day.
eat the whole plant.
I eat the
You
whole
know?
plant.
I mean-
Yeah. It's a different thing, Galen. You eat the whole plant.
Okay. I'm just, hey,
Just so you know,
just asking.
if we separated the country into 2 halves, it would be down the middle. I'm telling you because I had a sample from Facebook. Half the people said I was. They agree with me. Half the people said I was a wimp.
Yeah. I love lobster and
I'm
shrimp.
not saying
I
you're a
won't eat
wimp.
that.
I'm just saying I would eat it, but I don't think. I understand. You don't like seafood. That's what I would say. I'm like,
Wait.
It's more of you not liking seafood.
I just like seafood with tartar sauce. You do. That's the fish.
There you go. You don't like seafood. You like tuna fish out of a can. I mean, that's not really seafood.
No. I like the stuff they sell at Long John Silver's. That's good.
Yeah.
Again, that's not. I mean, that's
Doesn't look like a
That's
fish.
seafood.
Doesn't look like a fish.
No, it's good though, especially when it's baked.
yeah.
Robin has really less of a problem with this than me because she will go to the fish in the Chinese buffet and just cut right into the piece that's laying there.
A filet-o-fish isn't considered seafood.
So would you eat a dog? I mean, if you went to like a foreign country where eating dog was
I think that they have.
acceptable.
I lived in the Philippines for 3 years, and
You may
I've
have.
been to Korea and
Wait a minute.
bought meat on the street. They used to call it monkey meat.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
You ate monkey
because
meat?
I don't have that problem. I don't get grossed out by things like that. That's just not a thing for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, squid or octopus. I mean, it doesn't. To me, it's food.
Oh, I don't want something that has suction
God
cups on it
gave
either.
us dominion over it.
Yeah, but you have the monkey meat, but we've seen these horrible videos where they strip the fur off the monkeys and the dogs, and then their whole carcass is laying there, and then you choose them, and then they cook them that way. Would you eat it that way
Oh.
after seeing the body laying there and picking one?
I don't know. I haven't done that. I mean,
What did
I
TJ
don't
eat?
know.
When TJ went to Europe, didn't he eat horse meat?
Yeah, in France he ate
Oh
horse
my
meat.
gosh, I couldn't do horse meat either. Just can't do it.
yeah, but that's an American thing. But if you grew up eating horse meat your whole life, a lot of people think that drinking cow's milk is disgusting. So.
Well,
You know?
if you put your mouth right on the udder, yes. But if you get a gallon of
Yeah, but a
Borden's,
lot of people drink it that way.
I know where they live too. But if you go to Publix and get a nice container,
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
That works for me. Crack that lid open.
Yeah, again, it's just I understand. I just don't think it's I don't see the problem.
Well, anyway,
People have to eat to survive, and I don't judge anybody that tries to put food on their table. So I really don't. I mean,
including me,
people eat raccoons and squirrels,
including my choices. My
all kinds of
choices. So
things.
that means my choices are okay.
I have no problem with it.
Okay.
What I have a problem with is when you buy a really expensive steak or
Wait a minute.
a really expensive piece of fish, and then you put something on there that shouldn't be on there.
Wait a minute. You just contradicted yourself. You said you're not judgmental. If I want to put ketchup on a steak, what's the big deal? Or tartar sauce on a fish.
If you spend $30 on a really nice prime choice
Right.
cut of steak,
Right.
somebody takes the time to season it properly and cook it properly,
Right.
and then you put ketchup on it,
Finish the sentence.
you may get punched in the face.
Oh,
mean, that's
because why? Why?
Because you're ruining a great.
Oh, ruining is a judgmental
If you
word.
put ketchup on it, I should just make meatloaf.
Ruining. The word ruining is your judgmental word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I become judgmental.
So you are judgmental. You just
What I would say, though, and what I would do is I'd say, hey, look,
hey.
this is X number of, like, if you got prime rib, right, which is steak,
Yeah.
cooked differently, would you put ketchup on it?
I may. It depends. I can't say I would or I wouldn't. It maybe not. So, a lot of times I'm more of the salt guy than the ketchup guy, by the way. But you said you would be. You said you're not judgmental about anything people put on their plate. They want to feed themselves.
Yeah, but there's a big difference. If you're getting, again, some cuts of meat are incredibly expensive, and you're taking that cut of meat and putting ketchup on it, I think you lose some of your rights at that point as a human being. You obviously don't have the intellect to eat well ever again, and you should be chastised harshly.
This is sports guy. This is how sports guys talk. You don't have the intellect because you put ketchup on a piece of meat.
And here's the equivalent.
Yeah.
All right, here's the equivalent.
Okay, this is a weak argument, by the way.
You're into wine, right? I'm not into wine.
Okay, right.
But if somebody put $1,000 bottle of wine in front of me,
right,
and said, "Hey, I'd love for you to taste this,"
right,
I wouldn't then go get a plastic Solo cup and put it in a plastic Solo cup.
Why not?
That would be offensive.
Really?
That would be offensive to this guy.
So that's
I'm sure
that's his problem.
Enjoy it and do what you're supposed to do.
This is how you enjoy it. This is how
the
you.
right vessel.
Would you? How about buying a pair of jeans and just ripping to shreds the front of them?
Yeah, and then put them on.
That's not a big deal. That would be considered fashion.
Oh, so it's fashionable if you're not ingesting it.
You cannot compare taking $1,000 bottle of wine and putting it in a Solo cup and then buying a pair of jeans. Now, if there were jeans that Elvis Presley wore or something,
right,
then you could say that. But there's a big difference.
All right. So the conclusion is you're not judgmental about what people eat, unless it's Larry putting ketchup on steak
and tartar sauce on fish.
Not just Larry.
Oh, anybody.
Are we talking about flank steak, or are we talking about outlaw cut of a T-bone or something? No, man, come on, you know that.
Oh my
You don't go to a high-end restaurant and pay $35 for a piece of steak and put ketchup on it.
I do whatever I want.
You don't.
It's your money.
Well, then if you do, then you should just stick to the Western Stadium.
I went to Five Guys yesterday, and I did use the ketchup.
Good for you. I don't have a problem with that.
All right.
I have no problem with that.
All right. Always fun. This is why we talk to Galen each morning, because he's got radio skills. He's a sports guy.
And he cares about the community.
And I'm not judgmental.
All right, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, today we're actually at the Walmart out in the Shores, but please, we need platelet donors. Please come by and just give the gift of life and donate blood. And we're also at the Department of Revenue. So please give the gift of life, donate blood. We need platelets.
Can't get blood from a stone. That's what you say at the Department of Revenue, by the way. All right.
Probably.
All right, Galen. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Be careful out there.
All right. You guys are the best.
All right. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. Marion County Schools has announced the official makeup dates for time lost due to Hurricane Dorian. The attorney for Superintendent of Schools, Heidi Mayer, says the school board has overstepped its authority by investigating whistleblower complaints accusing her of creating a hostile work environment. 2 vaping-related deaths, one in Florida and one in Georgia, brought the nationwide total to 11 yesterday. Current Disneyland president in California, Josh D'Amaro, has been tapped to lead Walt Disney World here in Florida. Florida. A Hernando County deputy shot himself in the leg during a training exercise yesterday. A 73-year-old man convicted in Florida of stabbing and drowning a 14-year-old St. Petersburg girl is scheduled to be executed in November. The U.S. Coast Guard has seized a submarine carrying cocaine worth a street value of more than $165 million. And Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in Orlando will have all 6 versions of James Bond on display for a limited time. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Plenty of sunshine on this Thursday, a very warm day with a high of 89 at the coast and 93 inland. It'll be mainly clear Thursday night, lows in the upper 60s to low 70s inland, mid 70s along